I don't like it.
Don't like what?
We're almost down to 3 and we're still not out. I think we put down in Erie. But we're not out of the clouds. Let's set down and take a look. See what's going on. I just don't want to make a rushed decision.
In aviation, whether you're reading training books, having chats with your instructors, or reading comments of videos about flying accidents, you hear a lot about ADM, or aeronautical decision making. Well, in this video on what was supposed to be the final leg home of our big trip to Nashville and New Orleans, I'll talk about a decision I had to make to divert because of low clouds and potential icing, what went into getting me to the point of being ready to make that call, and how it was still a difficult call to make because of the pressures we all feel as a result of get-there-itis. I hope you find this video useful and informative. I certainly found making it helpful as I reflected on the decision-making process and the self-inflicted pressures I had to fight against at the time. We had stopped in Huntington, West Virginia on the way home for a short rest and a bite to eat.
Bloody hell!
If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it up in the corner. That was quite the bucking bronco ride coming into Huntington, with gusty winds making for a rough approach and a tough landing. During the stop in Huntington, I spent most of the time evaluating the weather conditions for the flight home. I settled on a route that would take us northeast over Johnstown, east of Erie, across Lake Erie near Buffalo, and then straight across Lake Ontario to Oshawa. Thunderstorms had been moving west to east all through the area between Detroit and Toronto, meaning I had to spend a lot of time thinking about what route to follow and what I would need to keep an eye out for during the flight. The storms were forecast to be through the area by the time we got there, but the clouds would descend as we went north. In the summer that wouldn't be an issue, but with the temperature also dropping the further north we went, at some point I might have to cancel IFR and drop below the clouds to avoid the potential for icing.
Huntington ground, it's Beach 24, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot, whiskey, ready to call my IFR clearance.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot, whiskey, Huntington ground. Clear to the Charlie Yankee Oscar airport is filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 5,010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.75, squawk 6741.
Clear to Charlie Yankee Oscar as filed. Altitude cleared 4,000, expect 5,000 in 10 minutes. Frequency, departure frequency 119.75 and squawk 6741. Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey, read back correct.
Huntington Tower, Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey, holding short 30, ready for takeoff.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey, Huntington Tower, wind 220 at 14, gusting 21. Runway 30, clear for takeoff, turn right heading 330.
Clear for takeoff 30, turn right heading 330, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey. Departure, it's Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey through 1,500, climbing 4,000.
I didn't realize it at the time, but my front-facing GoPro was in time-lapse mode, so there won't be much of a forward view in this video, unfortunately.
Maintain 5,000, turn right, direct forward, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey.
Pretty much as soon as we were up, I was monitoring the weather using SiriusXM and considering my options.
Might actually make more sense to kind of go straight up north across Lake Erie and then turn east. Although by the time we get there, that crap will be gone probably. Let's see what happens. Hi Cleveland, it's Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot whiskey. I'm seeing some moderate precip, moderate heavy precip south of Cleveland. Is it possible to get vectored around the front of those?
That was Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox whiskey.
Affirmative.
Yeah, roger. Deviation left and right, of course, is approved direct to Youngstown when able and advised.
Okay, I'm going to go 10 right, try to go right at Youngstown, east of Youngstown. Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox whiskey.
Roger.
How's it going?
Going in 937,
Good,
cross Nesto 10,000, head out to 2974. Nesto 10,000, landing 977.
A little less choppy than when I fell asleep.
Yes, just in the past, like, minute, 2 minutes. But, I don't like this rain, so I'm going a little bit right. Stay in front of it.
Now, you generally want to go behind the front if possible, but we were far enough ahead of the moderate precip that I felt it would be okay.
It's just rain, there's no thunder or anything. But still, I'd rather not go through, like, moderate.
How about the temperature? Is it enough
Center
for
Brickyard.
freezing?
Right now it's okay.
5675
After we get
is
north of Youngstown, it starts to
3.4,
drop.
descending
So
240.
then we'll have to go VFR and go below.
Charlie Fox Whiskey, back on course.
It's actually closer to Youngstown that I need to stay ahead of that stuff. It looks like it's coming from Cleveland towards Youngstown.
Roger, would you like to go to high dub, or direct, the airport?
I just need to look up high dub.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox Whiskey, Roger, clear to high dub.
They're direct high dub, Charlie Fox Whiskey. Hi.
Hi.
You keep passing out.
Bit of a stressful flight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're to sleep.
What?
So it's easier to sleep.
Yeah. I know, I can't believe you slept through that turbulence.
Muna's reaction to being stressed out and out of control is generally just to go to sleep.
I did that in the Bahamas going to Jacksonville too.
That is true.
Can't do anything about it, so
Yeah.
makes it a little unpleasant. A little worrisome actually,
Yeah?
because I didn't like our landing
Oh,
and I didn't like our takeoff.
yeah. I get it. I get it. That was very choppy.
Really makes you feel like a feather in the wind.
Did we just set down in Pittsburgh then?
I don't know. I don't know what the weather looks like.
I think we're okay, but I also don't want you to be like stressed.
Like this is not bad.
No, this is okay. It's this that I'm watching. This stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so
It looks like we're going through an opening and
we're gonna go through some rain here.
yeah, but then there's
Right.
another whole chunk later on.
Yeah, so I mean I have to start descending here anyway, so I can't be IFR here. So I think what I would do is I should go VFR and just kind of go north and behind the back of it.
Since I was going to be cancelling IFR before crossing into Canada, I wanted to make sure that the flight plan would still be active, which is a requirement when flying across the border. I've been dinged before because for some reason my flight plan when I was coming back from Philadelphia wasn't actually active, and I did not want that happening again.
I just confirmed that my flight plan is active. It needs to be active when I cross the border back into Canada.
Yeah, we have an active flight strip and flight plan for you here for your IFR flight plan. So yes, it should continue for the duration of the flight for you.
Perfect, thank you. I'm probably going to switch to VFR after I'm north of Youngstown, but we'll want to switch that to an active VFR flight plan then.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox Whiskey, Roger. You can just, you'll probably want to just let Youngstown know about that. So once I get you in their airspace and on their frequency, whenever the time is right for you, let them know and they can make that amendment.
Okay, thank you. Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox Whiskey.
Guess we're in the clouds now.
Yep,
An interesting flight.
yep. And Youngstown, Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox Whiskey. What's the precipitation situation through your airspace?
No, Charlie Fox Show. If you're coming on a broken, we're asking about the precipitation.
Affirmative.
Alright, Charlie Golf. Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. It looks like your current route is going to keep you out of any precipitation, but there is some at your 11 and 1 o'clock. It's just in about 30, maybe about 20 miles. It's light precipitation. If you do encounter that, it'll only be about 2 or 3 miles along your route of flight. But it looks like your current trajectory should keep you out of that.
Copy that, thank you. And then I'm thinking when I'm past Youngstown, I probably want to drop below the clouds and go VFR. What are your cloud bases through your space right now?
Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, east of Youngstown, we had a report of the bases 3,900.
Thank you. Awesome.
Sure.
And Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, that area of precipitation now at your 12 o'clock in about 10 miles. It looks like on your current path you'll be in that for maybe about 3 or 4 miles. I could try to deviate you right, of course, if you wanted.
Is it still light all the way through?
Yes, light.
That's fine then, thank you, Charlie Fox Whiskey.
Roger.
Hard to believe that flying through pea soup is a lot more comforting.
Then the bumps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our takeoff and landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Youngstown, it's Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. Can I get down to 4,000, see if I can get below this cloud deck?
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, descend and maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey.
What?
Well, I was hoping that the other clouds down at 4,000 or not. Even though all these things are saying clouds are higher.
Looks like we're almost out.
Yeah, almost.
Although the temps were still well above freezing, that wouldn't be the case for long, and I wanted to get in the clear.
Hey, Youngstown, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. I'm almost at the bases at 4,000. Can I get any lower?
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, descend and maintain, did you want 3,000?
Sure, I'll take 3,000.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. I don't like it.
Don't like what?
We're almost down to 3 and we're still not out.
This is about the time I seriously started to think about landing and sitting this one out. I did not want to risk still being in the clouds as the temperature approached 0.
On the plus side, it's still warm. But it's not going to be for too much longer. I think we put down at Erie. But we're not out of the clouds.
That body of rain hasn't made a lot of movement.
Well, I'm not sure if this is really updating on its own.
Oh, we're in the clouds again.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the ground below us a little. But I don't want to be in that stuff. Youngstown, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, request.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, say request.
I'd like to divert towards Erie and then either go straight across the lake there, stay behind that big system, or possibly put down at Erie, depending on the weather, if that's possible.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. Affirmative, just want to verify you want to go direct to Erie at this time?
Direct Erie, and then from there, possibly direct across the lake to Hamilton.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, roger. You're cleared via direct Erie, then as filed.
Clear via direct Erie, then as filed, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey.
And Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, after going direct to Erie, you're going to be talking to Buffalo Approach so you can give them the next fix that you want to update with.
Got that, thank you, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey.
It'd be really hard to do a VFR landing in this, wouldn't it?
No, because a few hundred more feet might be below, and we're still over 2,000 feet above ground level. But it's not going to be a VFR landing anyway, it's going to be IFR.
Since I might have to land at Erie, I decided to brief the plate, just in case.
Alright, let me brief the plate here. I'm assuming it's going to be runway 6, just given where the winds are. Alright, approach code is 064. I've got 7,501 feet. Touchdown zone is 700 feet. ATIS trying to pick up. Erie Towers 118.1. Okay. Initial approach fix is at Ladby. I want to be at 3,000 feet, and then we'll start to descend. Final approach fix at Tabza 2,800 feet. Continue on down. Chinook, I want to be at 1420. And then minimums, LBV minimums of 982 feet, which is 250 above ground. I have to go miss, climb straight out to 3,200 feet to Johnley and then reassess.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, safe flight conditions.
I'm in the middle of the clouds here, but smooth otherwise.
Roger, thank you. Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, contact Buffalo Approach 121.0.
Over to Buffalo, 12010. Have a good day, Charlie Fox Whiskey.
Thanks, you too.
Buffalo approaches, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot, Whiskey level 3000.
Are you landing or are you?
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot, Whiskey Buffalo approach, altitude is 2976. I understand your final destination is Yankee Oscar Oscar and you want to check out the weather before you head that way. Did you want a full stop at Erie and check, or do you want to just kind of play it by ear?
Right now, play it by ear. What is it looking like through your space there? What I'm thinking is cross the lake and go across to Hamilton. But I also just want to make sure I'm avoiding any sort of icing and don't want to get into precipitate with the temps too low.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. Yeah, it looks like if you wanted to go that route, direct Hamilton, you might get 20 miles of some light to moderate precipitation as you pass over the American-Canadian border. If you want to go direct, as what I'm showing now, for Yankee Oscar Oscar, you would go through about 30 miles of light precipitation, and then you would break out of it somewhere around the north, about 10 miles north of the Port Colborne area.
Okay, I'll head towards Erie. I think I will set down there and reassess.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, said you want a full stop at Erie?
Affirmative.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, Roger. And you can expect Vector here in about 5 more miles.
Expect Vectors, Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox Whiskey. Let's set down and take a look. See what's going on. I just don't want to make a rushed decision.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, turn left heading 300 Vector for the ILS runway 6 approach.
Left heading 300 Vectors for ILS 6, Charlie Fox Whiskey.
With that decision made, it was time to think about calling customs, and as usual, ATC was really helpful.
Go ahead for Charlie Golf, Charlie Fox Whiskey.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey. The Erie Tower, just let me know if you have the ability and the number. If you want to get a hold of customs, they usually come out quicker if you get a hold of them. But if you can't, that's not a problem. They can get a hold of them for you.
I'm already on the U.S. side, just looking to cross back over to Canada, so I'll call Canada Customs when I land.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, Roger. I'll let them know.
You okay?
Yep. Hamilton is 0 degrees Celsius at 3,000 feet, so don't want to be going there, not if it's raining. You might be spending the night in Erie.
We're not very far from home, right?
We're
like
not.
an hour and a half?
Not even. It would, at this point, it would be like an hour.
Better safe.
Absolutely.
Besides, it's like a deferral of getting back to reality.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, flighting 360.
360, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, you're 6 miles from the final approach fix. Turn right, heading 020. Maintain 3,000 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 6.
Right heading 020, maintain 3,000 until established on localizer, cleared ILS 06, Charlie Fox Whiskey. Erie Tower, it's Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, established on the ILS for 06.
Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, Erie Tower, WinCom, runway 6, cleared away.
Cleared land runway 6, Charlie Golf, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey.
But you can't see anything.
Not yet. Starting to break out. Keep an eye out, let me know if you see any part of the runway. Lights, runway, anything.
Should it be right in front of us?
It will be right in front of us, 2.5 miles.
There's clouds everywhere.
Yeah, we're about to go through them.
It's times like this that having a second pilot can be incredibly helpful for approaches in IMC.
500 to minimums.
Although Maruna was a big help, I found I was still splitting my attention between my eyes on the panel and eyes outside trying to spot the airport. Not an ideal scenario.
Are those lights in the runway right there?
Nope.
No? Right in front of us, the 2 yellow, 2 reds?
Yes, thank you. Good call. Right.
Must be tired.
A little. More mentally than anything. I probably should talk to customs here.
Yep.
Like U.S. Customs as well. Since I filed an EAPIS saying I'm leaving the country.
Although when we diverted I thought we might be able to wait out the weather and fly home, ultimately we decided the more conservative decision was to spend the night in Erie and fly home the next day. This flight was full of a ton of lessons for me, and it really built my confidence in my decision making. When you made a certain plan in your head, shared that plan with your passengers, and you're feeling like you're tired and you just want to get home, it can be easy to succumb to optimism and just think, yeah, we'll just keep going, it'll be fine. That can make it really difficult to change the plan in the middle of the flight. And being on a cross-border flight just adds even more complications and more pressure, since both border agencies are expecting you to leave one country and enter the other. But despite all that pressure I felt to get home, I was able to set that aside and do the right thing. And after the fact, it never turns out to be as big a deal as you feel like it's going to be. After we landed, I got a number from the tower, called the border officer on duty at Erie on his cell phone to explain what happened, and his reaction was basically, "Great, be safe out there, it's pretty rough weather, you did the right thing." That's it for today. Join me next time as we fight low clouds yet again on the final leg home. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next video, and in the meantime, fly safe.